Thank you, Stasia. Now let's get to our team coverage on the tragedy in Allen. This all happened at the popular premium outlets about 30 miles north of Dallas. Breaking news anchor Megan Mitchell is there to begin our coverage. Megan.
Good morning to you. And I'm actually looking just past the camera here at 75, and you can see that there are a number of commuters that are picking up. Of course, Stasia, just going over your traffic. And I think that's the first time since Saturday that we're starting to see that routine. People going to work, people going back to school since this shooting on Saturday. And it's a bleak reminder here that the families of 8 people are not going back to their normal routine. So let's bring you through how this started. On Saturday, a gunman opened fire here at Allen Premium Outlets. Police say 33-year-old Mauricio Garcia began shooting at this outdoor mall, killing 8 people with an AR-15 in moments. 7 others were hurt, all between the ages of 5 and 61 years old. 3 people, by the way, are still in critical condition. Now, police say that an armed officer at this mall chased down and killed the shooter, while witnesses describe chaos of people pouring out of stores, running to meet family and loved ones. You know, we're also hearing stories of folks who went into survival mode and protecting themselves or protecting their loved ones after, of course, a year of close to 200 mass shootings so far in 2023. Now, overnight, we have new surveillance video. This shows a Fatburger worker leading customers into a service corridor for safety, and these employees at Wetzel's Pretzels taking cover.
I hid behind a freezer, and everybody thought that we were doomed.
And you can actually see that memorial behind me is growing since yesterday when we brought you this memorial yesterday on WFAA. Let's go now to Suzanne Bruner, who actually has more on the victims in this case and what we're learning about how the community is coming together. Suzanne?
Yeah, hi, Megan. This tragedy being felt across the city of Allen, including here at Green Elementary, where in just a couple of hours, students and staff will come together for a moment of silence, and they're doing this along with 2 other elementary schools in the community. Now, 2 of the 8 people killed Saturday have been identified by their loved ones, 20-year-old Christian Lacour and Aishwarya Thatikonda. Lacour was working as a security guard at the time of the shooting at the outlets. His family said he lived in Farmersville, which is east of Allen. On Facebook, Lacour's mother said she and the family are broken. And I quote, "He's my baby, my light, my peace, and he's gone." Aishwarya Thatikonda was out at the mall Saturday with a friend, and she was shopping for her 28th birthday. Her friend is stable at Medical City McKinney, and a family representative said Thatikonda was an engineer who lived in McKinney, and her friends describe her as friendly and lovable.
They're really in shock, and we were all hoping that we are going to have some hope we'll be able to find her alive.
And as you can see here, a lot of people showed up to Sun Creek United Methodist Church for a vigil last night. There, Pastor Barry Hughes wanted to provide a space for folks to feel peace and to hear words of encouragement and to learn ways to take action. And there, they also encouraged members to call their representatives to talk about their thoughts on gun violence, and they also provided mental health resources. Here in Collin County, there will be counseling services for those who are affected by the shooting, and counselors will be on site here at Green Elementary School today, and they will also be at all the other schools across the city to help students and staff. Megan?
Yeah, and you know, folks we talked with here, Suzanne, say that this has become all too normal in America, right? And I think even within the last couple months, we can see that normalcy getting even worse. I mean, we are seeing mass shooting after mass shooting. The latest, of course, here in our area. And I think the main question is, why is this happening? And that's where investigators come in.
Yeah, and 24 hours ago at this time, we knew nothing about the shooter. We did not have that memorial behind me. This morning, quite a bit different, that memorial overflowing. We also have a lot more details about who the shooter was and also some possible motivations. Texas DPS identified that shooter as 33-year-old Mauricio Garcia. WFAA did obtain a search warrant that said several handguns, long guns, and ammunition were found inside the Dodge Charger that he drove here to the outlet mall. We could see police looking through that vehicle from our chopper on the day of the shooting. Within hours of the shooting, though, investigators were at a home in Northeast Dallas talking to the shooter's parents, and also at a Budget Suites hotel room in Dallas where Garcia listed his address. Employees at the hotel confirmed that, yes, he was living there. Now, no word yet on what additional evidence they may have found, but sources for both WFAA and ABC News say that Garcia served in the Army until 2008, when his service ended due to mental health concerns. These same sources say that he's voiced extremist views and a dislike for people of color and Jewish people, but he did not have a criminal history. Federal agents, when they search through that hotel room, they're trying to get their hands on as many of Garcia's belongings as they can. They're hoping that that contains some kind of evidence that gives them a hint as to his motivations or any planning that went into this attack. Now, coming up in 30 minutes, I mentioned that they were at his parents' home. We were in that neighborhood as well while they were talking to them. We talked to some of the neighbors. They gave us an idea of what Garcia's life was like leading up to this attack. So we'll talk about that in 30 minutes, Megan.
Absolutely, Chris. And, you know, I think one of the things I want to mention is the fact that here at WFAA, I mean, so much of the information that we're getting is from sources from the police department, but also people right here, witnesses from the scene. And so we're really hoping to get more information. Just within the last 30 minutes, we reached out to the Dallas Police Department, who's the primary source and primary organization investigating this crime, on if they can give us a press conference, an interview, anything, just to get more information, because we have not had one of those since this happened more than 40 hours ago. Back to you.